To continue with the alveolar bone. In this short lecture, I'm going to show you the general structure of alveolar bone. And we are going to remember the general structure of bones here. As you know, the alveolar bone cells come from the dental follicle cells, and the origin of these cells is ectomesenchymal tissue. Here you can see the alveolar bone. In this part we have periodontal ligament, and here we have the tooth or dentin and cementum and etc. Look at the structure of bone. Here in outer side we have compact bone, and in the inner side we have spongious bone. Look at here. In this part, we have peripheral bone. And you can see osteocytes in the inner side of its own lacunas. Here you can see blood vessels in the structure of bone. And again, you can see osteocytes in this part. Here you can see a section of bone in formating stage. This pink area is our mineralized bone, and this cells is osteocytes present in the inner side of the bone. In outer side, here and here, we have osteoblasts. This osteoblast produce the osteoid structure in this part. Again, surround with own produced osteoid structure, and after surrounding with osteoid and after mineralization, these cells change or transform into these cells, and the name of the osteoblast changes into the osteocyte and present in the normal structure of bone. In outer side, again, we have mesenchymal tissue or ectomesenchymal tissue in the alveolar bone. Here you can see the prebone or osteoid structure, and this cells is our osteoblasts. Again, you can see the osteoblast in this part, and after completely covered with their own extracellular matrix, change it into the osteocytes, and osteocytes extend their cell processes into the canaliculi and connected with neighbor osteoblast or osteocytes. And here you can see our capillary can present in the osteoid, in the Haversian channel. And this cell is our osteoclast. As you can see, osteoclast form half-shaped lacuna, and in the inner side of the half-shaped lacuna, these cells form an area to release hydrogen and color to the half-shaped lacuna area. As you know, in a process of the demineralization, osteoclast need to hydrochloric acid to resorb the mineral structures from the surface of bone, or cementoclast needs same things to resorb same structures from the surface of cement. But we talk about the acidic solution. Can our cells store this acidic structure in its cytoplasm? Can you give the acid by your hands? No. So our cells can't store the acid in their cytoplasm. But how this acid form? Cells release hydrogen and also chlorine in the area between the bone and osteoclast. And in that area, the chlorine and hydrogen molecules react with each other and form the hydrochloric acid. This acid can detach the mineral structures from the surface of bone or cement. After detaching, these minerals can go to the blood circulating and goes to our blood. After detaching of the minerals from the surface of bone, the bone tissue composed of only collagen fibers and extracellular matrix. In this condition, osteoclasts release matrix metalloproteinase. Matrix metalloproteinase enzymes can resorb the organic material of bone. And with this function, osteoclasts can resorb all the structure of bone in this. Okay? And for inhibiting the affection of acid in this part and inhibiting to the acid go to the other side, these osteoclasts need to firmly connect with this area. This area which firmly connect with osteocyte known as the sealing zone. In sealing zone, we have some integral proteins which firmly connect osteoclast with the bone. Don't forget. And after resorbing, our osteoblasts migrate to this resorbed area and start to produce new bone. And our bone can renew itself in the duration of its life. Now, as you know, before the birth and in the growing stage, the ratio of the bone formation is higher than the bone resorption. Because of this difference in ratio, our bones continuously grow. In the mid-age or after the epiphyseal plate close and in normal life, for example, in the age of the 30, 40, 50, we have a normal ratio between the bone formation and bone resorption. And this normal ratio helps our bone save its normal shape. With increasing the age, the ratio of bone resorption increases. And our osteoblasts can't form bone tissue with same speed with the osteoclast. And this event lead to osteoporosis or lead to aging the bone, also aging in the alveolar bone. And because of this, in aged patients, you can see softer alveolar bone than normal patients. Okay, can you understand this ratio and this event? Great. As you know, we have the compact bone and spongy bone in our bone tissue. In alveolar bone, again, we have a cover of compact bone in the outer side, and in the inner side, we have spongy bone. Between the spongy bones, we have the bone marrow. Again, here you can see the bone tissue and in this part you can see our tooth. Here again you can see the bone, and this part we have the periodontal ligament. In this part you can see again the bone and bundles of, what is the name of these fibers? Charpé fibers in the structure of bone. As you know, in the period of bone formation and before bone mineralization, we need these fibers completely invaginate the structure between the bone. Again, you can see Charpé fibers in this one. What is this? An osteo present in the structure of bone. Here you can see molecules related with the bone tissue. In this part we have the growth factors and other factors, collagens and other proteins. You can read this part for yourself, and also you can read these signaling molecules for yourself. Okay, here again you can see this structure. What do you think about this? What is this? An osteoclast. Why you say this is an osteoclast?
On the surface.
Because
On the surface.
yes, present on the surface and have more than one nucleus. A multinucleated cell. Again, here you can see the bone cells. What do you think about this slide? It's very suitable for your exam. I think very good. In bone anatomy, we have the alveolar process, bone in the outer side, and basal bone in the lower side, and our tooth present in the alveolar bone or alveolar process area, and this alveolar process have cortical bone in this part and alveolar bone in the area near to the root side of the tooth. You can see this alveolar bone, and you can see spongy bones in the inner side. Here is our gingiva and here is our tooth. What do you think about the bone formation in alveolar bone? As you know, we have two types of the bone formation. The endochondral and intermembranous bone formation. Do you know these two types of the bone formation? The endochondral bone formation need a cartilage template to form. But in intermembranous or intramembranous bone formation, our stem cells can directly transform into the bone cells and start to produce the osteoid tissue. These cells known as the osteoclasts. In alveolar bone, we have endochondral bone formation. So, before the birth, our alveolar bone area have a cartilage template, and this cartilage template, again, in growing stage, replace it with the alveolar bone tissue. Here you can see our cartilage bone structure. Sorry, our newly formed bone, and this part is our cartilage structure. Here again you can see the fiber, Charpé fibers start invaginating to the bone tissue. Here you can see our alveolar bone, after part compact bone, the trabecular or spongy bone, and in the apical side you can see tooth cavity. You can see Haversian system or ostomes, all of these structures known as the ostomes. What is these structures? Interstitial lamellas. What do you think about these interstitial lamellas? Why these lamellas present here?
Old osteons.
Yes, these lamellas is our old osteons present between the newly formed osteons. And in the outer side of the compact bone, as you know, we have circumferential lamellas, outer circumferential lamellas in the outer side, and in the inner side we have inner circumferential lamellas. Circumferential lamellas in outer side surround with periostome, and in the inner side these circumferential lamellas surround with an osteum. Can you understand these structures? Very good. And again, you can see different shapes of the bones in this part. And again, you can see bone here. In this part, you can see the stage of epithelial or enamel organ growing stage. Here you can see outer enamel epithelium. In this part, you can see satellite reticulum. And in the outer side, as you can see, our bone is in the forming stage. Okay. This is our references, and you can see these references. Do you have questions? Thank you for your attention.